You just wait for some people to come on. I'm gonna start to do that. I think it's better if I do that than if I just, start speaking and there's somebody there. So when I see someone else, I'll just start speaking. But in the meantime, just get this going. Are you there? Welcome, brothers. Welcome, sisters. Welcome, welcome. Where are you guys? Alright, so last night I had a dream. Wow. I think I fell asleep when I was almost getting dicky. Yeah? This dream was really weird. I'll tell you why. As much as I can remember, I'm going to share, okay? So, it was about the wedding. I was getting married. But before that, it seemed to be that I heard it very clearly. It was Sweden. In my dream, I went to Sweden. And in Sweden, there seemed to be like an estate, and there was clean blue water flowing everywhere. Everywhere there was hills, there was just water flowing down and around, and it was gushing through a pool. But this water was like really, really clear, like blue clear. If you pick it up, it's blue crystal clear. It's pretty, and it was flowing everywhere. And there was like this pool. I remember the pool. I don't remember the guy's name though, but I remember the pool. And I remember all this water going to the pool. So, what's his brother's name? Why am I saying Jacob? I don't know if his name is Jacob, but I think I'm remembering Jacob. Anyway, um, all the water was rushing down to this pool, and the water was like a really, like what blue? I'm seeing a thing with blue, but I don't want to move it. Um, Not even like this. Really, really blue, okay? Kind of dark, but with crystal blue, clear, blue, light blue, teal blue kind of thing. I don't know. It was really nice water. So it's gushing down from the hills, but it looks as big as an estate. So this thing is big as an estate, wherever we are in Sweden. And it was weird. Because in my dream I said, yeah, I'm going to Sweden. And it took me a day. So then I'm there. And then I'm looking at this water, it's gushing down into this big pool. So this guy, his name's Sauchi, I don't know if it's Jacob. Wait, he's walking in front of me, he's really handsome. And he's walking into the water. And then he just begins to go down. Like, he thought it was funny, and I was like, what in the world is happening in my dream? So he's like, but it's clear, crystal clear water, so I could see him as he's going down. And he's walking down, and there's like some steps. When I really catch myself, there's some steps, and he's walking down, and he just holds his breath, but he pretends not to, and he walks out. So he walks down the steps, and then he walks out to the other side where the water was completely covering his head, maybe like about 15 feet, about that, 15 feet under. And then when he comes out on the other side, the water is just by his waist. So he's wading in clear water, and then the water seems to like just be like that depth. So that was one part of the dream that was weird, because I know when you dream water, it's spirit, and I know dirty water's evil, but clear water, it's good. So in my dream, then, this guy has really nice eyes. Like I get weak for green eyes, teal eyes, and there was this huge house, and there were like about 3 families there. three families there. I'm like, I'm on a vacation by a friend. That's what I see in my dream. And I'm not sure what, but I think like couples were going off. Couples everywhere. Like they were just going off, walking everywhere. And then this guy comes through and he looks at me and his eye was like a green with like I don't know, his eyes was really pretty, really, really nice eyes. So he had like green eyes and he's looking at me and I'm feeling really, really weird. So I see this puppy on the ground and I'm picking up the puppy in my dream and I'm trying to deter the attention of the guy staring at me to the puppy. And then he looks at me and says, "You're beautiful." So I said, "Me?" I was like, "No, I'm not." I'm like, "There's so many other beautiful women there, every time. And I'm just a simple woman and I'm not having a teen or anything. This is the worst condition I could possibly be in, you know?" So in my dream, this guy's looking at me and I'm afraid to look at him. Like, not scared, but shy, kind of, being weird. So he happened to be somewhere around, I think he was 20 or 23. 20 or 23. No more than 23. And he's looking at me. And then he says, "You're beautiful." And he's saying it like a grown man, like just totally shook. So, and then he says, I've been waiting for you. I'm like, "I've been waiting for you?" He said, "I've been waiting for you." In my dream, he's telling me he's been waiting for me. And I'm like, this is weird. And he picks up that I'm feeling weird, but he's not fazed by it. So then he pulls out a ring and he says, "I want you to be my wife." So I'm like sitting here and I'm looking at this guy. Well, I'm trying not to look because I'm feeling awkward. And this guy who was leading me to the pool, like, and walked down into the water, he was much older. So I'm like, yeah, he's cute too. No problem, that one. But this one is like, he's like, takes out the ring and he's like, "I want you to be my wife." So, I mean, I'm blushing kind of, but I'm feeling kind of awkward. So it's kind of like an awkward situation. In my dream, I'm like, I'm like nervous. So I'm like, what? Um, I'm like, he could pass for a very, not really very small, but a small, or a small frame, older guy. Whatever. I don't know how to say that. He can pass for somebody older than his age, but he looks, you see the youth on him, right? So I said, "But the parents." He said, "Don't worry about my parents. My parents approved. My father loves me." In the dream, he's telling me his father loves me. And I'm like, I'm like sitting there. I'm sitting there on the couch. And oh, it's a really nice house. Everything was white and open and glassy. And everything was just light inside there. It was pretty. And so I'm like, "What about your parents? What would they say?" And he says, "Don't worry, my father loves you. He already approved." And I'm like, "What?" I'm like, wait, you asked already?" He said, "Yeah, my parents approved. They're totally fine with it. My father loves you." And in the dream, okay, in the dream, this was so weird. So I'm looking for this puppy and I don't know where the puppy went. He went to eat or something and I'm looking, I'm just making an excuse now because I'm feeling so shy. And I'm like, okay, so I'm like, let's think about this. So he's cute and he has beautiful eyes and you could see the gentleness in his eyes. And you know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of the first time I saw Jesus' eyes in the spirit. And he was looking at me. And his eyes was like green blue, like a jewel looking at me. I just saw gentleness. I saw love. I saw conviction. I saw um, assertiveness. I saw ready to protect me. I saw everything a guy does when he loves a woman, right? And he just kept like, I'm like, no, don't be weirded out. Are you sure? And he says, my father loves you. My father loves you. He approves. And they're like, yeah, they're happy for me. And they said they're happy when someone makes me happy. They're happy. So in my dream, he's telling me, he's like, he's trying to affirm to me and convince me and assure me that it's okay. And for once, for a second, he's like, in the dream, I see myself dressed up for a wedding, but I'm not a bride. I'm dressed up like a bridesmaid, and I'm in this kind of a peach. Oh, it's pretty. It's like a rose, like an orange rose, a peach orange rose that opens up and all the colors just fan out. The dress is that color and I have a bikini. And I'm like, but I'm waiting on a wedding in my dream. And I'm like, sure, this is okay. He said, my father already loves you. He approves. He said, it's just you. And he sat there and he was just like, he was waiting for me to um to say yes. And I'm like, I'm I'm like, mm. And I think I said yes. When I said yes, um, I said okay. I was thinking of David. I was thinking of how he would feel. And I said, he's already made his choice. Now I have to make my choice. And this person really loves me. So his eyes were all I could think of. And everybody was around. And he just, when you dip for a kiss, when you dip someone for a kiss, in the dream, he dipped. I didn't dip. He dipped for a kiss, and I just stood there staring, and I said, "We're not married yet, and I'm not kissing you until we're married." So it's like firmly I affirmed that I was going to marry this person. When I looked at him now, I'm looking into his eyes. His eyes, they just became like a hazel brown, a little darker than hazel, but they're so gentle. They're so like he toned down his eyes so I could stare at him a little bit. And when I looked at him again, his eyes were like these green teal jewels. But they're just peaceful, loving, just, just shiny. And I think that's as much as I remember because I woke up. It was weird. I told you it was weird. It was weird. But I had to. Um, the dress was really pretty though. I looked really pretty in it. I was wearing a peach kind of orange with different shades of orange and peach. And the bouquet was peach with orangish peach, and there was like a bunch of roses that I was holding. It was really pretty. So if you get any kind of interpretation, let me know because the guy that was at the beginning before, he's walking into the water and I'm like gasping because at first I see him above and then I see him going down deeper, deeper. I'm like, he's drowning, and then he just kind of held his breath and walked like if it was normal. And then he comes out waist deep and he says, "You come out, it's your turn." And he's like there and he's like, "Don't worry." He's like, "I'm accustomed, sir." And he called me, but I didn't. I think I started walking, but I don't remember walking because then I'm at the house, this big white house in Sweden. I heard Sweden. I think we were in Sweden. So, um, that was my dream. If you get any interpretation, let me know. Um, Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna come back in a little while and share something more with you, right? In Jesus' name. Amen. Amen.